Right. Hello, everybody. It is the first live holistic call, January 2017. And I'm Chrisoula Sirigou, the Golden Muse. And on today's call, we've got Sue Ritchie. Hello, Sue.
Hello.
We've got Constance Schaap.
Hello.
Hello there. We've got Marina Nani, invisible, but she's there. Hello, Marina.
I'm everywhere. Hello.
Hello, my dear. And Sue Williams, apparently looks as if she's on the call, but she doesn't have a... Hello, Sue?
Hello, can you hear me?
Oh, yes, I can hear you. Okay.
Hello.
Would you like to click on the video so you can be passed, so we can see you, or you're happy staying as you are, so it's only audio? Because
it's probably better on audio on my because I'm on my mobile phone.
okay, no problem. Well, the photo you've got there is fabulous, so brilliant. Beautiful smile there, Sue. Thank you for being on the call. Okay, we are equally expecting. Oh, there you are, Ruth. Ruth is here. Hello, Ruth. Fabulous. Hello, fabulous. You know, the timing was great. The timing was perfect. Yay. Okay, Ruth is actually joining us live from Australia. Hello, Australia. Beautiful.
Good morning, good evening.
Yes.
Hello.
Hi.
So now on our call, because it's the first call of 2017, and you may have heard, you may have read that 2017 is the year of new beginnings. Numerological, it gets to number one. Number one is the start of something new chapter, new cycle, everything coming from the heart. And for me, new beginnings, if you ask me personally, what ingredients do you need for a new beginning, is the foundation of everything, which is faith and belief. And Sue Williams will agree with me because she has put together a fabulous anthology of poems, and the book is called Believe You Can. And it is an amazing opportunity for women to express their experiences through this book. But equally, we've got on the call Sue Ritchie, who has also created a book. She has written a book. And also we've got Ruth. Ruth has been actually, we have been connected recently, but I feel as if we've known each other for a long time, Ruth.
Yes.
And it's all about your book is called The Book of Inspiration for Women by Women. So the reason why we gathered together on this call is to express ways how we can inspire each other to be more creative, and also how we can spread that creativity and become more visible in 2017. What ways can we do that? You know, how can we possibly make that happen? Maybe you have already been visible, and now you like to be even more, and why not? So Marina Nani is on the call as well, and Marina has been part of a fantastic journey, and she has been like the catalyst behind a number of books and radio interviews on Radio Works. So thank you so much for all of you being on the call today. So I would like to start, first of all, because Ruth, you join us from, is it Melbourne you're based?
Yes, that's right, Melbourne.
So Ruth, let's start with you, because I like to honor the fact that you woke up earlier to be here with us tonight, or this morning.
Yes.
Ruth, the Book of Inspiration for Women by Women. Tell us a little bit about the reason behind you decided to put this project together, and because you're equally the catalyst, you're equally somebody who says, come on, let's do something different. Come on, let's do something together for the betterment of others.
Thank you so much for having me. I haven't really spoken very much this morning, because it's very early. I've literally just recently got out of bed because I had a very late night.
Yes, I know.
I sent you a message very early my morning. So thank you so much for being on the call and for coming into my life, because I think that the universe has ways of bringing people together.
Mm-hmm.
And I know there are a couple of other people that I actually know on the call. So that's fantastic. Is that right? Is it Sue Ritchie or?
Yeah, Sue is there. Yes. Yeah.
Yes, Sue.
I'm here.
And yes, I can see you, but I can't see the other two ladies. There's
Well,
Marina
there's something technical thing that's why they cannot be the video things, work.
Okay. Right, okay. So, why the Book of Inspiration for Women by Women? I am an author. I'm a published author of one book, From Misery to Mastery: Journey to Freedom and Empowerment, which is my journey with some of my journey with adversity, and then a part of my life journey as well. And then I've got steps that I have put into place to ditch adversity, so to say. Then apart from that, I do other things in my business as well. So I work with business women, I do coaching, I run events for them, Lunch and Learn for Women in Business. The reason for the Book of Inspiration, though, is it fell into my lap, really, because I knew I wanted to write a second book. Mm-hmm. Yet it was meant to be, my plan was to have it as a 12-chapter compilation of business women inspiring other business women. My mentor at the time, who offered me the opportunity of writing the book with her, she said, why don't you write it as a 365 inspirational message book? And I said, okay. I said, okay. And that's when I took on that opportunity. So it started off as wanting to support each other. So 365 messages, not just from my perspective. The first book was from my perspective. The second, the Book of Inspiration, is meant to inspire and support and uplift other women, because we all need it, right? It takes a woman to raise a village to raise a child. Mm-hmm. So why can't we raise that woman together as well? So it's all about uplifting, having that collective energy of women supporting each other, because it happens from the beginning. It's meant to continue right till the end. So many women go through experiences, and we think that we're the only ones that are going through it. We don't want to talk about it. We think that it's the worst thing that can ever happen. And yet, when we discover there are people around the globe that are the same, going through a whole lot of stuff, some manage to get up from where they fell on their knees and then get on with life. Others don't. So the whole idea is to bring into this collective energy from around the world the message that we are here to support each other, that it's not as bad as we think, even though it might feel like it is really bad, but that we then get up and dust off our knees and carry on with what we are here to do in this world, and that is to inspire and to live our purpose and to serve others, even if it's just one person in our lives that we can serve, that we can do that. So with having those hundreds of women in the book with inspired, like you and like Jill and like Sue and like many, many others, it is to show the world that we are strong and that we can help each other, and that we are here to live purposefully, and that our journeys create us. Yeah. And we are there to carry on and to start afresh, to begin new. Every time we've had something go on, that we can then take that and gather that fresh energy and that growth and the inspiration or the lessons that we've gathered or learned from that experience, that we can then use that and gather ourselves and carry on, and then take other people with us as well to show them that they can do it as well.
So Ruth, what you actually did, you answered another question I had in mind to ask you about, the actual vision behind the project, behind the book. And you just explained that so beautifully. So thank you for that. It is wonderful to connect with the person behind the catalyst, the instigator, the person who says, "Come on, let's do something together." And it's a big project, and I appreciate that, you know, there's a huge volume of work behind the scenes. And thank you to Sue, actually, who responded to the calling. I responded to the calling thanks to Jill to say, come on, let's do this. And there's so many other women, and I know that it will affect a number of lives all over the world. And that's one reason why, you know, we are here to support, and also give, even if it's just a tiny bit of inspiration, to become more creative, to interact more creatively with life. I think that's what that's for me. That's the key thing in being alive. To that, I'd like to ask Sue Ritchie, who's actually a co-author in the book, like myself. And Sue, what was why did you say yes to that opportunity?
Well, thanks actually to Ruth and to you for letting me know about this marvellous project. Really delighted to be involved, because I suppose the reason I wanted to be part of it was that in the work that I'm doing with women in the arena of health, I just come across so many women who are, have some fabulous gifts to bring to the world, but somehow they're stuck in their life. They're not sure how they can actually really sort of start living and sort of really shine their light out into the world. And, I just really want to be part of, that mission, if you like, in getting more women to actually start putting themselves first, start really loving themselves, and realizing that they've got so much knowledge and experience that they can help so many other women and other people, men as well, who are struggling today, trying to live, a life that's fulfilled and happy and joyful. There just seems to be so much struggling going on, and yet, there is a tremendous amount of research that people have had in their lives, which they can bring to help others to really, start living life to the full.
Yes, absolutely. There's always a new beginning, as we discussed before. There's always a possibility to start anew. And for me, it's actually stepping out of your comfort zone. It's really important, because we can carry on living, but how much can actually grow in life? That's another question. And there's a point when you say, well, I think this is my turn. I'd like to do something for myself, and then really step out and share your light. So on that point, I'd like to ask Marina. Marina, are you still on the call?
Yes, I am, and I'm enjoying this, and I'm listening, and I'm thinking, oh my God, this is such a great energy, and we are now on 2 different continents, or 3. I don't know, maybe some of us are already on the moon. But really, I feel like being on top of the world, because I was sharing this with you just earlier, less than an hour ago. One of my students, a young lady from Hawaii, whom I helped to put together her book. Actually, she wrote the book, but I gave her the structure for the WOW book. She just contacted me to say that her book has been bought by Walmart. So now it's all over the world. And she's been through a lot of struggles. But one thing happened along the way is she contacted me because she was listening to my radio shows. And she said how grateful she is, and how she listens to my shows, and then she bought my book and she put it under her pillow, and then took a picture of that book and put it on her phone, and her dream was to write a book. Anyway, so it just happens that I was running a barefoot retreat in Honolulu, and I met her by total accident. So I'm sitting there with her for an hour, and I'm helping her to see how easy it is to write a book. And then I believe in her, and I push her, and I twist her arm, and I'm saying, no, you have to come along to the next Authors Award ceremony, which was in Hollywood in 2015. And she comes along, and she wins the awards. People are voting for her. And she could not believe. She keep saying, I'm pinching myself. And a year later, I know it's a year and a half later, no, a year and 2 months later, Walmart buys her book. So to me, it's always learning to embrace your truth.
Mm-hmm.
Learning to endorse your own vision, not waiting for anyone to validate your dream. Turn your dream into a vision and deliver that vision, because the world is ready, is waiting for you.
Mm-hmm.
And don't waste another moment. If an idea comes to you, if a dream comes to you, means you are ready to deliver that dream and is given to you. So you could put your name on it and master it and make that difference in somebody else's life.
Absolutely.
You know, before writing books, before I retired in 2012, I was running a business which was very successful. I never had a moment to myself. I've always been revolving everything, my energy, my time, my goals, my to-do list around other people, because I thought that's my meaning. I had no idea there is more to life. I had no idea actually I have a life purpose. I had no idea what that means. So for me to turn that to-do list, which I was very good at, into and trade before the to-be list, just allow myself to be, was a very difficult path. Was very, very painful. And I decided that no matter what it takes, I'm going to help others trade their to-do list for their to-be list, because it's the only way we could.
Well, Marina, I really love that, because you mentioned that, you shared that in your talk at the BAFTA, the ceremony you put together in London, and turn your to-do list into your to-be list. I think that's a wonderful signature, if you like. And at this point, I also thank you so much, Marina. I would love to hear from Sue, because she said, "What is this noise? Where is this coming from?"
My birds.
Sounds like a mouse.
Birds.
It's a bird, is it?
Birds.
Oh, we got it.
Sounds like a bird.
Oh,
It is a bird.
yes, it is. Okay.
I'm outside.
Yeah.
That's beautiful.
Yeah. So, Sue, would you like to share your sort of take on creativity and inspiring others?
Yeah, I mean, I think a lot of it's already been said by the others, but I think one of the things that can happen as well, one of the ladies was talking about people having setbacks and bouncing back and things like that. I think something else that can happen is, we can get stuck in routines and stuck in particular ways of thinking and doing things. Mm-hmm. And I think where I started with the preparation almost for my books was when I took early retirement from work. And it's kind of interesting when you've had a long period of time in a particular job, a particular career, and you're used to doing things in a particular way, to then find you've got the freedom to explore and take time out and do different things. Mm-hmm. And so that's kind of where I was coming from. That's what I did. I did various different courses and experiences and things. So explored things like the morning pages by Julia Cameron, which led me to writing poetry, which is something I'd never really contemplated that I would do. But also did other things, explored things like laughter yoga, for example, and just the kind of things that on a day-to-day basis I wouldn't really have thought about doing, but I have the time and the freedom, if you like, to explore my creativity and my self-expression. And I mean, in doing that, I guess, I came across a lot of women who were very inspirational in themselves, particularly entrepreneurial women that I met at networking meetings and who were also offering the kind of experiences that I was participating in. Mm-hmm. And so the idea for my books really came from that. It was partly around expressing my own creativity and testing out myself whether I could self-publish a book. That's really how I started. And a poem and it's interesting, the poem that I'd written called Believe was actually a very powerful inspiration in itself. So the words I'd written actually kind of reflected back to me that I needed to get on and do something more with it. And I think as the first person, as Ruth was saying, really, a lot of it's about really encouraging people to share their inspiration, their insights, their creativity. And I think, at the moment, sort of bringing people together and collaboration is a very big thing for women. So it's just about that, really. It's about showcasing, showcasing to some extent, I think, the different insights that women have, the different strengths that they have, and helping them to get their voice out into the world.
Yes. Absolutely. We say yes to all of that.
Brilliant.
Brilliant. Thank you, Sue. Thank you so much. And Sue is also, both Sue Ritchie and Sue Williams will also be part of the World Book Day celebration on the 2nd of March that I'm going to host here in wonderful Cheshire, in the heart of England. So, Ruth, if you'd like to pre-launch the book, you're very welcome to come and join us.
That would be fantastic.
Yeah,
Good.
well, we will be sharing, because the Book of Inspiration for Women by Women is going to be launched in March. Ruth, have we got an approximate date for that?
We've got a date of 10th of March. We have.
March. Okay,
yes.
So I could do a little bit of pre-launch, on the 2nd of March.
That's right. You could.
Yeah. So, Constance, I would love you to say something about your own journey, because I'm going to take something from what Sue Williams mentioned, that there was a period in her life that she decided to take a different path, and she had this time in her hands to allocate to herself and invest in herself and her own self-expression. And I thought that you are now on that particular journey. So what do you do to really maximize or really take advantage of that new opportunity to express yourself and recreate yourself if you like?
Well, I was really listening to Sue and thinking, hey, she's telling part of my story, because I also had that job for a long time, and then I quit it recently in November, and because I really wanted to do something else. And in January, I got the insight, and it has to be something creative as well. So I'm on a journey to see if I can set up a coaching business, but it has to have this creativity part in it somehow. And I'm still trying to find out how I can all mingle that together. But I noticed that when you have more time on your hands and you're not distracted by the old work and want to do it all together, but you're now getting more focused, then it's much more easy to find things that really feel good to you, and not what someone else expects you to do in the office. And so it feels like it's so much freedom to find out, hey, what makes me have fun and enjoy what I'm doing and delivering something at the same time.
Yes, that sounds super powerful, coming from the heart, Constance. It's wonderful. And I think being on a call like that, different types of webinars or courses or training opportunities, or mixing with people that they have that kind of their frequency is really high, and high meaning like that they're really positive and they're really believing in the goodness of life and exploring opportunities and co-creating. I think when we are surrounded by that kind of energy, we are pulled by it, we are pushed by it, and then beautiful things can come along in our lives. So Ruth, thank you so much, Constance. Ruth, I'll come back to you, because I'd like to share the link where people can come and find out more about the Book of Inspiration, whether it's through a website address or on Facebook equally. And then we won't have much more time after that, because the calls are pretty compact. So,
okay, thank you so much. We still have some space left for ladies to come and join us on our mission to inspire. However, if you don't feel that it's for you, that's absolutely fine too. You can follow our journey regardless, can't you, Chrisoula?
Of course.
So join us, and the easiest way would be to go to the Facebook group, Book of Inspiration. That's what it's called. And you can like the page and you can follow everything there. Insights, you can follow the journey with the Book of Inspiration, and you can also send me a message there if you like.
Brilliant.
If you would like to find out more about the book or anything like that, that would be the easiest way to direct you. Yeah.
Fantastic.
But you've got some really great ladies on the book on the call today. Thank you.
Yes.
And you know, the amazing thing is that I am actually in compiling this book, I am meeting so many women on the calls and face to face. It's incredible. It's really humbling to be on this journey. So every person, every single author that comes on board is teaching me a lesson as well, which I need to be learning in this life.
Yes. So thank you, Ruth. Thank you. And the last bit I'd like to say is about how can you actually increase our visibility in 2017. Becoming part of this course, it's one way forward. You may think, oh, you know, what can I get out of this course apart from connecting with other women or men? These courses are available, you know, for both male and female. However, these courses are going back on social media, and then people see you that you are actually active. You are participating. You are actually walking your talk, and vice versa. It's not just saying, I'm good at this or I love doing this. You're actually doing something, and you be part of something bigger, like participating in the anthology of a book or filing, you know, something bigger than like a project. And expressing your opinion, expressing where you're coming from, you know, what you love offering in this world, in different ways, whether it's through this call or through writing a blog or through writing your own book even. Marina would say, yay! Or coming on you know, becoming part of a, you know, radio interview. You can be part of my show or Marina's show, or, you know, there's so many opportunities. Or come along to events that, you know, that you feel drawn to because of the speakers, because of the energy that is coming from it. So there's so many opportunities to become more visible in 2017. And a year ago, I wouldn't be here hosting this course. It's just, I said, technology is there for us. Let's maximize it. Let's use it for our benefit. And thank you for all of you for saying yes to be something bigger than you already are, because we all can do this. Okay, so next call, it will be on Monday the 13th of February. So it would be wonderful, Ruth, if you can come back and share with us where we are, what's happening, and keep us up to date. Equally, Sue Williams, I know you have plans for a new book coming up. It will be wonderful to hear your plans. Constance, the same. What's happening? If you've got any ideas where your next step in your new journey. Marina, you know, you've got the awards coming in March, 28th, 29th of March 2017. And Sue, you know, if you've got new webinars or something else that's coming up, that would be wonderful to hear from you. Sue's book is called Your Ecstatic Health, by the way. So that's, again, you can find out information on your website. And I will be sharing these links on the video blog. I will create a video blog as well. And I will be, you know, sort of helping you to connect with each other as well, either through Facebook or Twitter or YouTube. So all of this, I don't expect to remember all the people's names or the links or whatever. Okay.
Yeah. Happy New Year. Darling, I love you, and I love you, each one of you.
Yes, thank you, Marina. I love you too. You're a super lovely woman. I love your energy. So so next time I'd like to see your beautiful face and your smiley face as well, Marina.
Definitely. I'm going to have a different whatever you call this, laptop or whatever it is.
Okay. Fantastic. Well, February is the month of love. And on next call, us, as we call us, I call us life explorers, because we are all exploring life. And life, it could be learning, it could be inspiration, being in the flow, having faith. and see everything we do, how we can expand into the bigger version of ourselves. So February is the month of love, and we're going to discuss and celebrate how we can nurture self-love. What ways can we do to help to become more generous with ourselves and be open to receive? Because sometimes it's good to give, but we're not very good at receiving. So all of this we're going to be discussing on the next call in February, 13th of February. So look forward to seeing you and connecting again via Facebook and all of that, social media. Okay. Is there anything that you would like to say that you didn't have a chance to say? We've got a couple of minutes left. Is there anything you really, really want to say?
Well, if I could, I would love to invite you all to the Quantum of Light, which is a magazine, a glossy magazine for authors, by authors, for authors to be, where you could share your passion and share yourself, your genius with the world.
So what is the magazine called, Marina?
The Quantum of Light.
Quantum of Light. And you that's your magazine?
Yes, and it is ours. We are partners in greatness. And Chrisoula.
That sounds great.
Yes. Yeah. So at the moment you've got something going on, a special offer going on, Marina. So they can, I can connect you with Marina if you'd like to know more about it. Absolutely. Another way of becoming more visible and spread your light in 2017. Okay. So I'm sending you lots of love, lots of hugs from wherever you are. Wonderful evenings, wonderful mornings, and
thank you.
See you in a month's time on the 13th of February. Okay.
Thank you. Thanks so much.
Lots of love and light. Goodbye.
Bye. Bye.